What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. I'm your host, Buffalo Will, and I'm joined by no cousin Vinny, no big cousin Vinny, no small cousin Vinny. No, I'm running solo today. Vinny's stuck at work. Couldn't get any guests. Calling people around. It's not happening. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. Anybody on Zingo, YouTube, Facebook, what's up? Hope everybody's doing well. Should feel good, especially after the win this week. So that always helps, lifts the spirit. It's the holidays, Christmas Eve tomorrow. What else can you complain about? Listen, there's football coming, more and more football. Everything's looking good. Well, except for all the COVID cases. Besides that, everything's looking promising. The Bills have a few players on it. Hopefully, we won't be adding on any more. As always, hey, throw a comment, suggestion. If you give permissions, I'll be able to put it out there. Hopefully, your name pops up. We'll do that. Also, you can comment on Facebook. I'm always looking off to my right to make sure if it pops up and I see it, I'll tell you questions. I'll put it out there. I'll answer and do what I can. I don't know how long the show will go because it's by me, solo. So if you guys help out, it will be grateful. Now, reaching over to my left here, as we always do, crack open a brew. This week, I just stopped at the liquor store before, and I saw this beer, and I thought it fit just because of all my grays and stuff and the time we're in. Hey, Old Man Winter, Southern Tier Winter Ale. Never tried it before. Never had anything from some Southern Tier that I know of. 7.5 volume alcohol. What does it say? You can see, man, I got to go to eye doctor. Old man Willie can't see like he used to. But anyway, let's crack this guy open with my handy dandy Buffalo Bills little can opener, bottle opener. Straight from Buffalo. Trip many years ago. As I've always said, let's do this. Cheers to all the Bills fans, the Bills Nation. Viva those Bills fans, Bills Mafia, and to the Buffalo Bills for actually getting a win and doing what they were supposed to do and beat the Carolina Panthers. But we'll talk about that in just a bit. We'll take a little here. Cheers. Not bad. A little hoppy, but actually, it might be. Let me try again. Hold on. It might be one of the smoother winter ales I've had, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know why I'm looking over here on Facebook and I'm seeing I have subtitles coming on over here. Wow. I guess people, that's funny. All right. Let's keep moving on. I like to recap. Oh, I have to give it a number. 3.3. 3.3, that's what I'm going with. 3.3, not bad. It's one of the smoothest winter ales I've had. And like I said, we're going to get moving along. Don't know how long the show is. Comment, we'll get moving. All right, picks last week. I actually did pretty good straight up. Against the spread, not too much. I went, where am I? I'm a little lost. 12-4 straight up. So if you followed me with that, you did pretty well. Against the spread, I went 7-9. Not as good. Looking at some of these games, Raiders, I picked them to win, especially with all those people out with the Browns. And the Browns actually blew that game. They had the game won. They should have killed some more time, not allowing the Raiders to come back. And they did that. And what happens when you allow a team with too much time in the NFL? Turns around, bites you in the butt, and you lose. That's what happened to them. They lost. The Colts came in big for us, beating the Pats, handing them a loss, getting a little closer for us. Hopefully, we could do the same this week. I said in the first meeting they had, they're going to split the series. I still believe that, even though they beat us pretty bad last game, especially against with a run. We struggled. It was cold. Hopefully, that's why we missed some of these tackles. It was like a weird stat somebody put out that they actually had, I think it was like over 150 yards after first contact. Guys need to wrap up. I'll just chuck that up to the cold, hopefully. And, they have a lot of guys who are injured and some are on the COVID list. So who knows if they're going to be playing in this game. It's big. We need this win, especially to hopefully hop them up and take the first spot in the division again. Moving on, the Lions upsetting the Cardinals. What the hell? What the hell? That was pretty bad. Anyway, I went with the Cardinals. I should have, but I did. Moving on, the Jets. I thought the Jets were actually going to get the job done, give us a little breathing room from the Dolphins. And what happens? They actually blew the game, let them come back and win. Come on, Jets. Can't get right. What else? The Titans getting beat by the Steelers. That was another big game. Helps us out, keeps that race in the AFC, which is insane, even crazier. Now it's like anybody's game still. I chose the Bengals to beat the Broncos. That was a big one. Teddy Bridgewater got rocked, sad to say. They carted him off the field. He was in the hospital, but I believe he's out. Moving on. What else? Real quick. Nothing. It's the Saints. Vinny picked that. Vinny picked the Saints over the Bucks. I did not think the Bucks would lose to the Saints, especially with Drew Brees or Winston. I didn't think Trevor Siemian would get the job done, but he did. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, I did pick, you got to eat crow when you have crow or whatever. I said the Bills would win this game, but they wouldn't cover. I was wrong. They covered by a land spread. They did what they had to do. They went in there and they beat up on Carolina, on the Panthers. Now, one thing I must note, it was a miracle. A miracle happened last Sunday, and that was the Buffalo Bills ran the ball with Devin Singletary 22 times. 22 times. Crazy. About damn time. The only thing I wish they would have handed the ball off to some other guys a little bit more, but they didn't. Matt Breida had 1 carry for 1 yard. Listen, McKenzie had 1 carry for 8 yards. I did not mind them giving Devin Singletary the ball 22 times. Like I've said in the past, these guys, you bring them in for a few plays, they don't touch the ball. You hand the ball off once to them or twice to them, you expect them to break for long runs all the time. It's not happening. You have to get into a rhythm. Not only does he have to get into a rhythm, the offensive line has to get into a rhythm. So good thing the Bills let him run the ball 22 times, got into a rhythm, 86 yards. You would hope he had more, 3.9 yards a carry, a touchdown. Listen, that's what you have to do to beat these teams. And it was good because they kept the Carolina Panthers off the field, even though the Buffalo Bills defense was smacking Cam up. They started to do a little better in the second half, but they were getting to him. They were frustrating him. They were stopping the run. The Buffalo Bills defense, it was said that, hey, they don't like how everybody doesn't talk about them, even though they have the number 1 defense. Nobody talks about the Bills defense. It's like they get no respect. And that's fine. I like it. Keep fueling that fire for them to keep that up. Even though they have given up big plays or they've lost main games to guys with good running backs. That's something they have to figure out. Personally, I think they should run more of the 4-3 when they play these type of teams. AJ Klein's a beast. He's fast. You would have Edmonds, Klein, and Milano, all fast linebackers who could get to the ball. I think it would help out. Moving on. What else did they do? I mean, look at Josh Allen carried the ball 3 times. And I understand he has the toe issue. He said it was asked to him in the news this week, and he said, full go, everything's good. So hopefully he doesn't have to run as much against the Pats. He's going to see pressure like he did last game, but hopefully he doesn't have to. Hopefully we get this ground game going. Personally, I'd like to see more Zach Moss in there, but that's a coach's call. They like Breida for some reason. I like Breida, but he seems to drop the ball, put it on the ground. I don't like that. That's a big no-no. Can't be doing that. In the passing game, Gabriel Davis, this guy, I forgot who it was on Twitter in the beginning of the season, said Gabriel Davis will never be more. He wouldn't even mount to a second wide receiver. And I think that guy was crazy. I told him you're wrong. And Gabriel Davis just proves it. I understand we have Emmanuel Sanders. We have Cole Beasley. He falls back some. But Davis has always stepped up, even if he's our 3rd string, whatever you want to call him, 4th string. The guy's putting in work and he's getting better. This is only his second year. He's going to learn, especially with Diggs and Sanders and Beasley. If he picks their minds, this guy's going to get better. He has the talent. He has the great hands. Now I would like to see Isaiah Hodgins finally grow. And if Stevenson, who played this game in the return game, steps his game up too, this team will be set at wide receiver for a long time. What else? Dawson Knox with some nice catches. I think he had one drop, but I must say there were the passes Josh was throwing to him. It seemed like every time Dawson Knox caught the ball, the safety was on his back. He was carrying somebody. His hands are getting better. He does seem to drop the ball once in the blue moon. Last year he had more drops. This year he doesn't. He's worked on it. He said the team believes in him, so the coaches believe in him. That just gives him that fuel, that fire to make sure he goes out there and makes plays, which is great. I wish I would have gotten the video of McDermott talking, but I forgot to. It's running a little late. So everybody did well. The one thing I must say, they were getting to Cam. They were frustrating him. We had, 4 sacks this game, which was great. But it seems like we weren't really, the game to me was kind of boring, I must say, but it was great because we won the game. And even though we were getting to him, it looked like it was taking a while for our defensive ends to get to him. Jerry Hughes was in there. I know he's a little banged up, but it wasn't like he was really pressuring. It seemed like the younger guys were getting in there. I mean, Addison's playing well. He's a free agent, so we'll see what happens next year. That is one guy I think I would like them to re-sign if they do. If you want to re-sign him or Hughes, I would say re-sign him. What? Hey. Who's saying hey? I got Chino saying, what's up, Will? What up, Chino? I'm flying solo today. Kathy, my sister-in-law, saying hey. That's Kathy. What's up, Kathy? So I guess they're watching. I don't know why I got these subtitles going on, but I got them going on. All right, so moving on from that, the game, like I said, listen, we need to get more pressure, especially playing against the Pats this week. We're going to need to get that pressure on them. That's Kathy again, cracking up. What up? We need to get pressure on Jones, and we know they're going to run the ball. Good thing is the 2 main backs are banged up, so we'll see how they play. Only bad thing for me is Bourne. I think he's on the COVID-19 list, and Harrison over there, he's banged up with a hamstring injury. Not sure how much they're going to play, but they're on my fantasy team. I'm in the playoffs, so that's only one thing I want to keep an eye out for those guys. Moving on, let's get to some news. Kathy jumping on here. Alex trying to get my picks, Kathy. Trying to get my picks for those bets. Anyway, he's been picking better than me. I might have to have him on the show. Some NFL news. The Packers were the first team, I believe, to clinch. They clinched the NFC North. No surprise there. I believe Vinny and I both picked them to win the NFC North. We pretty much did it. Cam Akers, he's been designated to return. I'll tell you in a second, Chino. Cam Akers has been designated to return from the IR and can possibly play in the playoffs. The team has 21 days to see if they want to put him on or not. What is this? Who's this? Oh, Kathy. Let's get this money. That's funny, but I do it at the end of the show, Kathy. It's going to be a little slower. Well, it'll be sooner because I'm flying solo. Chino, I'm drinking Southern Tier just like me. Old man winter. The old man and winter's here. So that's why I tried it. It's actually pretty good. I give it a 3.3. It's probably one of the smoother winter ales I've had. So let's go on from there. What you drinking, Chino? All right, Vikings. COVID, everybody knows. What is this? Jesus. Am I getting attacked? Yes, Fernandez. That's not you? Or is she watching? What's going on here? Dory Mara. She's calling out people to come on to show. She's calling out all my sister-in-laws. That is funny. Keep it up. I'll send you guys a link and you can come on the show. All right, moving on over here. What I got? Chino's laughing. See, I'm sorry. Usually when Vinny's talking, this is when I look to the right. All right, with all the COVID, crazy COVID going on. Oh boy, she's tagging everybody. Vikings, they had to throw Delvin Cook. Delvin Cook's probably one of the bigger names out there. That is, oh my God, stop it. She's fighting up. She's crazy. All right, Delvin Cook's the biggest name to go on this list right now. For me, there's a bunch of other guys going on. Some guys are coming on, coming off. It's ridiculous right now what's happening. So many guys are coming down with COVID who are vaxxed. I guess a few who aren't vaxxed. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many cases are. And that last week they postponed games. So far, there's been no word of postponing games this week. So I guess we're all going to go with the games that we have this week, and let's see what happens. It's going to affect. It's big because half these teams are in playoff races, and some of the big names coming out, like Minnesota Vikings, man. Delvin Cook, they need him. This is an important game for them this week to keep their playoff hopes alive. So you don't want to be losing anybody. Other names, Tyson Hill and Trevor Siemian, are both out for the New Orleans Saints. So they're going to get a rookie. Ian Book was actually a 4th-round pick out of Notre Dame this year. He'll get his first NFL start on Monday night against the Dolphins. And yes, I'll be rooting for New Orleans because we want some breathing space away from the Dolphins. Even though we beat them twice, still, they have a pretty good team. They're hitting that stride. You don't really want to face them. But anyway, rookie kid, Monday night, playoff is on the line because they're also, 500 team. They need to win. Bucks, they said Levant David and Leonard Fournette on IR, but hope they will be back in time for the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, they will make it back for the playoffs. I mean, I don't hate Tampa. I think we should have beat Tampa. Thanks. Look at it. Cheers to you there, Chino. Drinking your, Central IPA? I messed up. I'm hitting too many damn things. Yeah, Centennial IPA. Salute. I'd say salute to you, Kathy, but I know you don't drink really. So they were hoping they get these guys back for their playoff run. They went out and signed Le'Veon Bell. So he's getting another chance. He's on the Super Bowl winning team. He'll be the second or third string over there at the moment with these guys out. So hopefully he could get something going and do well. Chino sending me some beer mug smashing. Chino, I don't know if you went on YouTube at Viva Los Bills, I might be able to put your stuff out. But anyway, I just keep looking to my right and saying what you're saying. Officially eliminated from the playoffs. Texans, gone. Jaguars, gone. Jets, gone. Chicago, gone now. And we all know Detroit, gone. Everybody else is still in it, still has a hope and prayer. Some of these guys will be gone by the end of next week because they would need a whole bunch of people to lose and them to win every game out from there. Too many to mention. AFC is pretty damn tight. So I think it's going to come down to the wire in the AFC. NFC, there's a few teams with more breathing room. One thing I did, like I said, was running late today. I didn't get the power rankings, but I bet you they're all pretty much the same damn thing. Moving on, let's go to some Buffalo Bills. Oh boy, did she really put this? Did she really put this? Well, I guess I'll do this. This is Kathy putting out her business like this. What? Nope, laugh out loud. Smoke weed every day. It's legal, so you do you. I'm not going to say what I do, but you do you. Anyway, Buffalo Bills news after I take a sip. All right. Moving on. So everybody knows Pro Bowl voting came out. People are a little upset. I know I'm upset when it comes to the Buffalo Bills, like a lot of snubs over there. But let's just see real quick on what they were saying. Big one was, why is Kyler Murray in when he missed like 3 games or 4 games and the team won without him? And yet Matthew Stafford, who's top 5 in every QB rating out there, got snubbed. I agree with him. Why is Kyler Murray in there? Makes no damn sense. Another guy who got snubbed was the Buffalo Bills' own Allen. Allen got snubbed. Lamar Jackson's in. Lamar Jackson, yeah, he's doing pretty well. But I don't think he's doing as good as Allen, and I don't think he should have got in, and Allen got pushed out. But whatever. Let's keep it on the positive right now. Stephon Diggs, kaboom! He made the Pro Bowl for the Buffalo Bills. No surprise there. He's one of the top-ranking wide receivers in the league the last few years, and he continues to do so with the Buffalo Bills. This one kind of surprised me a little. Boom. Deion Dawkins, Jersey boy. Jersey boy made it into the Pro Bowl. Good for him. Happy to see that. By the way, Mida said, "Hey, what's up, Mida?" And Kathy's over there laughing. Oh my God. I don't know why she went on that page. Now her little comment didn't come out, so I didn't get to put it out there. Come on, Kathy. Anyway, moving on. Deion Dawkins made it. Now on the snub list for the Buffalo Bills, they're alternates. So you have, where am I? Good Lord, I'm lost. Alternates were Josh Allen, Hyde, Poyer, Medovich, I always mess up his name, the redhead assassin over there, Knox, Edmonds, Bass, and Ferguson. Matt Milano didn't even get an alternate. One thing that kind of gets on my nerves is that TJ Watt, AJ Watt, whatever, all these Watt guys and Bosa, they're put down as linebackers. They're not really linebackers, the defensive ends. But you're playing in a 3-4 or whatever, where you get shifted out to linebackers. So now they're putting the tag of linebacker on them. They're not linebackers, they're defensive ends. But they're going into the Pro Bowl as linebackers. So they're taking away positions from other true linebackers, which kind of gets on my nerves. Because there's no reason why Matt Milano, who's one of the highest ranking linebackers in the league, isn't in the Pro Bowl. And it's probably for that reason, because these guys are being labeled as linebackers when they're actually defensive ends. Another guy, Hyde and Poyer, probably the best safety combo right now in the league, and neither one makes the Pro Bowl. Poyer's girlfriend, Rachel Bush, I believe it is, all over his Twitter already. There should be pros in the Pro Bowl. Get rid of this voting or fan voting or whatever it is. It kind of makes sense, because if they're not being talked about in the league, a lot of fans don't know players around the league. So these guys are getting snubbed again, which makes no sense. And that's just because I'm a Bills fan. It's because they're probably the top safety duo in the league, especially this year. And no love talking about alternates. Come on, man. Stop it. They need to stop the madness. Moving on. This guy, where is he at? Boom. I got to throw his face up there again for another week. Josh Allen is the only QB in Bills history with back-to-back 30 pass touchdown seasons, which still baffles my mind that Jim Kelly didn't have any back-to-back 30 touchdown seasons, especially with the talent at wide receiver. Even though I know back then it was a different game, there was a lot more running of the ball, but the Bills did run the K gun, did pass the ball. Even Thurman Thomas was pretty beast at catching the ball. Somebody had a thing like a question: which Buffalo Bills would you love to have on a team or would be relevant? And I think, honestly, most of our offensive guys would have been back then, but a lot of people were picking Thurman Thomas, especially with how our running game has been. But again, I don't blame that all on our guys, because if you're not calling run plays, they're not going to get in a group and do anything. Moving on. The Bills signed Breeland Speaks to their practice squad. He was an ex-teammate at Knox at Ole Miss and was a second-round pick by the Chiefs in 2018. Guy's been with the Raiders, the Cowboys, I believe the Giants, so he's been around the league. So let's see if he helps out. It's pretty much a signing just to fill a need with our guys. We're on the COVID-19 list. And that list is John Feliciano, Deion Dawkins, A.J. Epinesa. Tyrell Dobson was on the list, but he was taken off. He was at practice. But the big name everybody wants to talk about on our COVID-19 list is, boom, this guy, Cole Beasley. Why? Because Cole Beasley was unvaccinated, and Cole Beasley spoke his mind and said, guess what? I'm not getting vaccinated. My body, blah, blah, blah. We don't know enough. This, and that, whatever. Everybody blew up. Everybody who loved Cole Beasley all of a sudden didn't like Cole Beasley. And my stance is this. You have an option. You can get it. You get it. You don't. You don't. He came out and said that the reason he's going to miss the game isn't because of COVID-19. It's because of league rules. And that, I'm just cutting it short, is that he has teammates who are vaccinated who actually were just in the hospital. Talking more about John Feliciano. He went to the ER because he was having such pain. He's vaccinated. Now, he also went on to say that many players in the league are playing right now with COVID, but it doesn't matter because they're vaccinated. So they're not making them sick. So if that's the truth, it kind of stinks because those players, even if they're vaccinated and if they do have COVID, they could spread COVID. So the NFL needs to figure out the crap and get their stuff straight. It's not good. Also, the Buffalo Bills updated their vaccine policies even for the kids going to the game. Now you have to show that you're at least fully vaccinated or you have had at least one shot. So that's happening too. What's going on over here? By the way, Chino said, bring back Don Beebe. I like Don Beebe. He was a beast. John Corrente. Tal, Turtle, Tale, Dale, Turtle. What? Dale, Turtle, Toodle, Dale, Toodle? I don't know. What am I talking about? Am I missing something, John? I'm missing something. Personally, I would love to have Bruce on our team right now to come off the edge because none of our defensive ends could touch Bruce's jockstrap. The guy was a monster. Listen, I like our guys, but none of them are close to Bruce Smith yet. Hopefully, maybe one day Rousseau is. Maybe one day Boogie might be. And AJ, hopefully they keep getting better and better and better. But as of right now, they're not there. I want to get my update on my little contest with Vinny. So on defense, because I know last week Boogie either got half a sack or a whole sack. So right now, where is this? Greg has 3 sacks. Where's my boy Boogie? Boogie Basham. What? They didn't even give it to him. He still has 1.5. He should have had at least a half a sack. They didn't give him anything. That is weak. But he better get me some more sacks because I want Vinny to buy me my shirt, and I don't want to buy Vinny a shirt. So Boogie, step up, get that stuff. Come on now. What's Chino saying? Chino saying it's all about the Benjamins. NFL don't give a shit about people who are getting sick. You know what? Sometimes it looks that way, Chino. So I might not be able to argue. Dale Tootle. Dale Tootle. That's what he's talking about. As a player. Oh my God. My mind is fried. Yes, I do remember him. I believe he was a offensive lineman, crazy offensive lineman. I think that's who that was. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm not, John, you let me know. But I think that's what you're talking about. Guy was a crazy beast. I guess Kathy cooled off. Maybe she's smoking that hookah. Or maybe she hit the weed and relaxed. All right. Like I said, no Vinny. At least you guys are talking. I'm answering stuff. Let's get moving. We're going to start doing some picks. Let's see how it goes. Kathy's quiet. Mila just said, hey, to say, yo, I listened to the show. And here we go. Tonight, 49ers, 8-6. Titans, 9-5. Out of the way. Yeah, let's go, Buffalo. Woo! Damn. Yeah, buddy. It's me. There you go. All right. There we tagging people. I like it. What's going on there? Here we go. All right. 49ers, 8-6. Titans, 9-5. 49ers are right now giving 3 points. You know what, real quick? Yo, Dale, John, what do you guys think about the snubs on the Pro Bowl for the Bills? Throw it on there. Let me know. All right, both of these, pretty much every game from now on is playoff contention. Pretty much. Unless somebody wants to be spoilers, which would be great in some instances. But every game is playoff bound. Looking right now, 49ers, Titans. Honestly, I want to pick the Titans, but I want to root for the 49ers to beat the Titans so they knock a little close back for us. Man, I know Julio Jones is back. I'm not sure why the 49ers are favorite. I do understand, they're starting to get the groove back. Kittle said, hey, we're getting better. We're going to make our playoff run and get to the Super Bowl. Excuse me. I think I'm going to take the Titans. Titans getting 3 points. I'm sorry, 49ers. Pro Bowl snub. Yep, that's true. Snub Josh Hard. I don't like it. I agree with you. I think he should have been in there instead of Lamar Jackson. Now, there's more snubs. I don't know if you got on there, but Milano to me was a snub. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, big snubs. Dawson Knox, I understand it because of Kelsey and Andrews, the years they're having, so he's an alternate. I get that. But those other guys, pretty hard snub, man. Pretty hard. Miami needs to come through. Well, not this week. I think they're playing the Saints. Unless you, that's right. You're a Miami fan, aren't you? Oh, come on, man. Let's go, Billies. Laughing out loud. All right. So I'm going to take the Titans, getting 3 points. They know they need to win this, but the 49ers need a little bit more. If the Titans lose, they still have some wiggle room. But either way, I'm going Titans. And as we know, we're at the time of the year that we got Saturday games. Yes, here we go. We need Buffalo to beat New England, and that is true as all heck. We need that. There is no way they could lose this game. They lose this game, whew, they might be out of the playoffs. They need to win the next few games. I'll look at that schedule in a little bit. Browns 7-7 are playing the Packers 11-3. Packers are actually giving 7.5 points. Browns need this win, unless the Packers are sitting people, which I don't think. I know Scantling, he is out. I believe he's on the COVID list. He's questionable. I'm not sure exactly, so that's a little hit for them. But I'm still going to go with the Packers, even though they clinched. I mean, they could start resting guys, but I wouldn't rest. If you still want that number one spot to guarantee it, they need a win. So I'm going to go with the Packers, giving up 7.5. The other game on Saturday are the Colts, 8-6, playing the Cardinals, 10-4. Cardinals are actually giving up -1 point right now, and it's a little crazy. I'm bracing for a loss, hoping for a W. Yeah, I'm hoping for a W too, and I don't want to brace for no loss because I said they'll split there, and I'm hoping they split. Nah, we can't get swept by them. Can't. Be no bueno. Colts 8-6. They need this game. They're playing well. Cardinals laid a big fat goose egg against Detroit. Honestly, I don't think the Cardinals, they have some injuries, and don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. I think the Colts are going to win this game. I don't know if the Arizona defense can handle the Colts, even though I would like the Cardinals to win this game for once. But I think the Colts running game is just too nasty right now. If they could stop the run game and force Carson Wentz to pass, I think the Cardinals could win this game. But they overlooked the Detroit Lions, probably looking at this game, and it blew up in their face, and they lost. Big loss. Moving on to Sunday's games. Colts are looking good. Yes, they're looking good. They got a real good game, which is pretty rough. All right, what's Chino saying? Landry is out. That's for the Bears, not the Bears. And I think Baker is out too. That's all for Cleveland because Chino's is catching up over here. John, yep, Colts are good. And Chino, I know they still have a lot of guys on the COVID list over there in Cleveland. Moving on, Lions 2-11 facing the 6-8 Falcons. Falcons, if they want to hope, they need to win this game. Lions coming up big, beating the Arizona Cardinals. Listen, they've been playing better ball the last few weeks. I understand they want to keep winning and want to show that they're putting in that work and improving. But they're at the point, if they win another game, they might lose that first round pick. Do you really want to lose the first round pick? Eh, eh. Either way, I'm going to pick the Falcons, but I don't think the Falcons are going to cover. I think it's going to be a close game. So let me put this down by my notes. I think the Falcons win, but don't cover. So I'll put that here, and I'll see how it goes. Ravens 8-6, Bengals 8-6. Bengals are actually giving up 3 points. Lamar Jackson is day to day. I believe he'll play in this game, but either way, I mean, the Ravens played the Packers well. The Bengals, it's like hit and miss. They know they don't have to double or triple team them like they did. What's his name? Devontae Adams. They don't have to do that to Chase over there. Bengals -3. Ravens know they need to win this. For some reason, I think I'm going to go with the Bengals. So I'm going to take the Bengals. Who would I rather face, Bengals or Ravens at this point? I'm not sure. I think all these games in the AFC are going to be tough. It's going to be nasty. Moving on to the next game. Rams 10-4 are playing the Vikings 7-7. Rams are giving up 3 points. The reason I'm going to take the Rams in this game is because Dalvin Cook is on COVID-19 now. He's not going to be able to play in this game, and he's a huge factor. Even though the kid behind him is fast, he can run the ball, he's no Dalvin Cook still. So just because of that, I'm taking the Rams with that defense to slow down Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. So I think the Vikings might be looking. John saying upset city coming. Madison is worthy. No, he is. He's a beast. He's still not Dalvin Cook. So I'm going to take the Rams. Even though the Vikings need to be on there and being that Kirk Cousins, if fake or real, hasn't been back on our show since the season started, I'm going with the Rams. Here's the toilet bowl of the week. Jaguars 2-12 facing the 3-11 Jets. Jets couldn't beat the Dolphins last week. I thought there was going to be an upset city there, and it was like, oh man, I think the Jets are going to beat the Dolphins, give us some breathing room. And what happened? They pooped the bed, and they didn't do it. They didn't get the job done. And last week, I believe I picked the Jaguars to win, and they pooped the bed. They didn't get the job done. Right now, the point spread is even. It's a toss-up. It's just ugly football all around. On that note, I think Gang Green's going to get a win, and they'll be 4-11. Jaguars are just bad, and they're trying to get that first-round pick too. They don't want to give it up. Now, Giants 4-10. The almighty. Oh boy, yeah, I saw this too. A lot of players. Hopefully, their running back Coleman, who's on my fantasy team. I don't know if I'm going to start him, get some carries, but it's just ugly all around for them too. Everybody, it's just COVID everywhere. People should start having COVID parties. Don't say I said that. Giants 4-10. Eagles 7-7. Eagles are actually given 9.5 points. Man, the Giants this bad. They're just bad. It's just ugly football. I thought Washington would beat the Eagles last week. I was wrong. So I'm going to fly with the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Even though 9.5 points are a lot, Giants are just that damn bad. They are poop. Chino got quiet. Brendan must made him be quiet. Told him, sit down, Chino. Get off your computer. Bucks 10-4. Playing the Panthers 5-9. Panthers are getting 10 points. Brady will get to throw against one-time teammate Stephon Gilmore, one-time Buffalo Bill. Oh boy, I guess Chino woke up. Chino said this. What? Eagles are shit. Laugh out loud. All right, moving on. He chimed in for that. Brady is going to throw at Gilmore. Gilmore doesn't look the same, even though he did play Diggs pretty well last week. 10 points is a lot, but if the Bills were able to beat them by that, by almost 20 points or more, whatever it was, I think the Bucks can do so as well. So I'm going to go with the Bucks, giving up a hefty 10 points. Moving on. Oh, the show's moving slowly but surely. Chargers 8-6. On that note, talk amongst yourselves. I gotta take a swig. My mouth is getting dry. And being that I don't have no work tomorrow, hold on. This is intermission right now. We play some song. My cat's looking at me like I'm crazy. John, you're right. This guy who was on my team ended up cutting him because he couldn't get the job done. Fell into the doghouse. Who knows what the hell happened to him? Moving on. Chargers 8-6. Texans 3-11. Chargers are giving up 10 points last week. I picked against the Texans. They smacked me up. This is funny. Brought to you by the King of Beers. I need a sponsor. Yeah, he wasn't available. I couldn't pick him up. Moving on. Chargers giving up 10 points to the Texans. Texans actually won last week, played legitimate, even though it was against the Jaguars. 10 points is a lot. You would hope Chargers defense steps up. Chargers know they need to win this game. So I'm going to take them, even though it's 10 points. If you want to get crazy, go buy some points. This ain't no gambling show. I can't be saying that. Bears 4-10 are playing the Seahawks 5-9. Bears are eliminated. Seahawks have a slim to no chance, but they're still in it. With Russell Wilson, I will take the Seahawks getting 6.5. They're a different team with them. Who knows what's going to happen with this guy? They're going to trade him. Excuse me. Me personally, I would not trade him. You're going to have some lower picks. Hopefully you get some picks and better that defense and help that offensive line because that offensive line is rough. I'm not sure about their money problems, but I wouldn't get rid of Russell unless you're getting a whole bunch for him. Take the Seahawks minus the 6.5. Steelers 7-6. Chiefs 10-4. Chiefs are giving up 7.5 points. Steelers are playing for their playoff life as well. They've been playing some good football, but I don't think. It made me pause for a second. Now I'm like, do I take these Steelers? Everybody knows I sip on the Mahomes haterade. That's good haterade. So I'm going to take the Steelers, hoping that poopy defense gets to Mahomes, frustrates him, and hands him a loss, taking them down to 10-5. This way, when the Bills win at 9-6, they're just a game behind. Get close to first place. The Bills, if they win out, they still could get that first seed. Let's see what happens. Broncos 7-7. Raiders 7-7. Even money right now. No Teddy Bridgewater. Andrew Luck said, not Andrew Luck, whatever his Lock, whatever his first name, Andrew Lock or whatever it is. So he needs to go out there and prove himself that he is better than he was last year. Raiders barely beat the Browns, but they beat the Browns, who had half their squad on COVID-19 list. This is like a toss-up. If the Raiders can't stop the run, Denver's probably going to win. But I'm going with the Raiders. The Raiders at even money. I just don't believe in the Broncos. Sorry to say that. Kurt from the K&K show, that's his squad. I just don't think this team is as good as many people thought they were going to be or are. I don't know. I don't believe it. Washington, 6-8, playing the 10-4 Cowboys. Cowboys are giving up 10.5 points. A lot of points. McCarthy, I don't think he said he didn't guarantee anything this week. So I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys. When Washington almost came back and won. Heineke passed COVID protocol, so he should be playing in this game. I'm going to take the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are not going to cover the 10.5. That's what I'm thinking. Will not cover. I don't know why I'm keeping my notes because there's no Vinny to pick against me. But either way, I like seeing how it resulted at the end of the week. This is for John here. Dolphins 7-7. Saints 7-7. Saints are actually giving up 3 points. That's slightly disrespectful to the Dolphins. You would think with a rookie quarterback coming in against the Dolphins defense that's been playing pretty well. Well, Not so much of that this week, but all right. That the Dolphins would be favored here. And the Saints are because they beat Tampa. Saints got a good defense too, but their offense, who knows? Just hand it off to Kamara and see what happens. I want to see the Saints win. I do. And yes, it's Ian's first start. This is going to see if this guy might be their future or not. If he plays well, he will. I know in preseason, I think he got in for a series, threw a pick or something like that. No touchdowns. So we shall see. Waddle's back. Yep. All right. That's good. And I am going to take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are a better all-around team right now. Maybe if Hill was in there for the Saints, I might pick the Saints. But right now, without him, it's not happening. Now, moving on to the Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots. Here we go again. Last time they met, New England won 14-10. Passed the ball, I think it was 3 times. Ran the ball 1,000 times, and were able to beat the Buffalo Bills. The Bills had no answer, and didn't like them at Notre Dame. I really didn't follow Notre Dame. Maybe if Bobby was on, he'd be able to give me a little bit more. But we'll see. Well, I hope the kid does well, honestly. I hope he beats the Dolphins, gives us some breathing room, and I hope he pans out and could be their future quarterback over there. Moving on, this game last time, 10-4. Bills couldn't do nothing. They started to throw it towards the end in the win. Don't know why they didn't try running the ball more in this game. Devin Singletary had 10 carries only. Moss had 8 carries. Okay, you had 19 carries. Not too bad, not counting the Josh Allen 6 carries or runs or whatever you want to call them, on broken plays or whatever. They need to run the ball in this game. They need to control the clock. And they need to hope half these guys don't freaking play in the game. Damian Harris, he's on my fantasy team. If he does play, that's fine. Go off as long as the Bills win this game. Their defense, we need to stop the run. We need to hope there's decent weather there and Mac Jones throws the ball. Because our cornerbacks are playing well. Jackson's playing well. I don't have the injury list. Cam Lewis, I know he didn't really play much, but he's has some. It said did not practice due to sickness. They didn't say what it was. But Wallace is stepping up. Dane Jackson's playing well. Hyde and Poyer up there. They know what they got to do. Tyron Johnson, still a beast over there. So they just need to stop this. Hopefully, New England throws the ball. Hopefully, we can get some turnovers. And hopefully, we run a balanced offense. Don't go in there trying to throw 30 times, 40 times. If it's working, I get it. But they have a very good defense. They have a very good secondary. You just can't go in there and try to just throw the ball. It's not going to work. Yeah, it's a good thing Sanders is off the injury report. He had a full day of practice today, so it's good, especially with Cole Beasley out on COVID. We know Gabriel Davis stepped up, so to have Emmanuel back with Davis is going to be pretty nasty. McKenzie's kind of like Beasley. He doesn't have as good hands, but the guy's a beast. One thing I forgot to mention is this guy, Spencer Brown. They moved him to left tackle when our guy Deion Dawkins was out with COVID. He had a bunch of penalties against him, but to me, except for one when he went and tried to clear out the guys at the end of the play, which was dumb, he didn't play bad. He's not an offensive tackle. He's an offensive guard. But to be able to say, hey, go out there and play, do your job, he did a pretty damn good job. And happy holidays to you too, Teddy. He did a pretty damn good job out there for his first time out there at tackle, even though people were like eating him up. It's not his position. He got asked to do something, and he did a good job. Main guy who needs to step up is this guy. This guy needs to call a good game. Cannot be messing around and not call a good game against Belichick. You have to call a good game. You can't minimum mistakes, no turnovers. and then you're going to have a pretty damn good shot to beat these guys. You cannot go and lose this game because it's going to be an uphill battle, and who knows if we'll get a chance to make the playoffs if we lose this game. You know what? You win this game, there's a good chance we should be able to beat the Falcons and then beat the Jets. We should get the next 3 wins of this season and end 11-6. No reason why it can't be done. That's why it should be done. Oh, look at this guy. This is the best thing ever. Thank you, Micah. Look at that. We got some good fans watching the show today. What else? What am I thinking here? Let's see what everybody said. Hey, what's up, German? Merry Christmas to you and the family. These are the comments on the side. Oh, Juliet Diaz. Yes, preach. Thank you. Who else we got over here? Everybody's popping in at the end of the show. Well, towards the end. So I appreciate it. I wish I had my Big Belichick picture. I don't have it. I was wondering where the hell it went. And let's go. McDermott needs to step these guys up. This guy, he better play. He didn't practice today due to personal reasons. Who knows what it was. He needs to step up. We need him, especially for this game, because New England runs the ball, and we need this guy to be in a damn game. The big games, we need him. Boogie playing pretty damn good ball at defensive end. I like it. Keep it up. Jerry Hughes has, I think it's his neck or something. He's banged up. Not sure if he's going to play. But if he does play, he better be 100%. Addison needs to step up. And Greg, keep playing the way he's playing. I like these guys. Our linebackers better come and play. Everybody knows that if this game is probably the biggest game of the season until the playoffs, get this win. Do what you got to do. And let's get it on. I want to have a celebratory beer next week. Not a sad beer next week. Anyway, on that note, I want to thank everybody for commenting, helping out, being that Vinny and Little Vinny. Here, Little Vinny. Oh, by the way, Little Vinny said, Big Vinny, I got to look at his picks. He picked the Buffalo Bills to win. And his thing was, where is it? Vinny said, Merry Christmas to everybody. And the Bills will win 27-21. So that's Vinny's prediction for the game. I don't give out points, but I'm going to stay my course. I said the Buffalo Bills will split with New England. And I'm hoping, part of me doesn't, this is a deep hope right now. I'm hoping the Buffalo Bills gets this win. Hopefully they put it together and play like they did last week, a balanced game, and you'll be able to beat the Patriots. Beat the Patriots, don't overlook the Falcons or the Jets, and go out there and win the last 2 games and get the job done. So, on that note now, no more comments. Seems like everybody's done. I want to say thank you. Happy holidays. Everybody be safe out there. Oh, got another comment, and that's my cat yelling at me over here, telling me to hurry up. Oh my God. All right. What is this? Boom. I hope you continue to do this. It's the best. Well, thank you, Micah. And what's this other one? Oh, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you, Micah. Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. I'll see you guys next Thursday, hopefully. And if not, we'll put it out there what day we will be on. So for until then, adios. Nos vemos.